Okay, so welcome to Box Wine and Dine. Us three girls each have a box of wine that we've been given, and we are tasked with pairing it with our favourite comfort food today. Great time of year for comfort food. It's cold, it's wet, it's January. We are in lockdown 3. We want to be home, eating comfort food and drinking wine. So Anoushica, do you want to talk about your boxed wine? What wine have you got?
Yes, I'm just getting it to you now here. It's called Field of the Bee. So it's from the south of France. It's in the Côte Catalan area. And the grapes are Grenache Gris and Grenache Blanc. It has a little bit of Rousson in there as well. I don't know if you can see it a bit better there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And it's should I go into the actual wine in terms of the taste yet, or just the box?
Yeah. No, you could do both.
So in terms of tasting, yeah, so I tasted it a little bit before, obviously, and it's actually a little bit richer than I expected. So it's got a bit of weight to it, a little bit more body, and it's a little bit low on the acidity, but it's quite a bit warming, I think, and having that slight richness. I think it might have had a few months on lees or something, just to give that extra kind of texture to it. It's got a really beautiful texture to it, and lots of kind of tropical fruits like pineapple and a bit of melon. So it's actually a really lovely wine.
Cool, nice. And the box is like quite nice looking as well. It's something I
it
would
is.
mind. It looks quite classy.
Yeah.
The BIB Wine Company, and they've actually done the branding really quite nicely, and it's got the information on the wine in the back as well. Not too much information, but yeah, it's actually pretty classy. I was very impressed.
I'm really impressed. So this is my first, and I think for the rest of us, this is our first exploration of wine in a box. And if we're being honest, we were probably all a little bit snobby about wine in a box before this.
Well, actually, at work we have got a wine box that I actually quite like, and I have actually had a bit of experience with wine in box, bag in box wines, and there was definitely a bit of a, still in my mind, I am a bit like, okay, bag in box, but actually the ones that I've had have actually been quite decent, but there are some pretty awful ones out there as well. So.
Cool. Vidya, do you want to go through your wine?
Yeah, so I have a rosé from the south of France as well, obviously.
Oh, that's a pretty box.
Yeah, it's such a pretty looking box. It's like sunshine. It's like this wine, I wish I'd been sent this in the summer. When we could actually meet in somebody's garden and actually have at least meet like a few people outdoors. But given that it's winter, and a lot of people like drinking rosé all year, I'm for it as well. And I was pleasantly surprised that, this wine, that I enjoy drinking this wine at this time too. It's cold. And yes, we want warm dishes, comfort food and so on. But this is like, I can dream about sunshine, being on the beach or, so it's fabulous. It's from the south of France. It's a rosé blend, a classic Provence rosé, with about 60% Grenache, 20% Syrah, and 20% Cinsault. And it's beautifully, it's dry, and it has this classic southern France Provence style rosés of strawberry, raspberries, cranberries, and so on. It's dry, but it's not cloying sweet. It's not at all sweet. It's very low in residual sugar. So it's just absolutely stunning. I find that there are also some sweet candy-like aromas on the nose. Some people like it. I'm not a huge fan of it, but overall the wine still tastes like really good. And I think the convenience is great, right? I just keep it in the fridge. It's like 12.5% alcohol, 2.25 liters for about 25 pounds if you were to get it in the market.
Nice.
I think it's available at Waitrose and a couple of other places, but it's just, it's really nice to have the option of the same wine for people who like a wine and they like to drink it. And it's affordable, and it's convenient because you can have it as long as you want, and it stays fresh for about 4 to 6 weeks maybe.
Yeah, and I like the fact that whenever I want a glass, it's just there. I don't have to open a new bottle every time. And I don't feel the need to drink the whole box because it's 3 liters of wine, so I'm not going to drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
Cool. I can't wait to hear what you guys have paired it with. So I've got the Co-op Chilean Red Blend. It's a blend of Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. And it's very fruit forward. Like on the nose, it's very like plummy and cherry. it's like actually quite typical of a Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon blend. It's very dry. It's very easy drinking red. So it's one of those reds that I will probably have a glass of and then go back and have another glass of without thinking about it, because you feel like you're just enjoying a nice glass of wine. As I said, I really like the fact that it's just, it's been sat in my kitchen and for the last few days open, and I've just gone and got a glass whenever I wanted to, without opening a bottle, without thinking about it too much. Just at the end of the day, like work day, like, oh, I just could do a glass of wine now. Just the one. I don't want to, I don't want to drink half a bottle. I just want the one glass to just unwind, or just have it with my dinner. I also think this wine will go well, as we'll see over the series of videos, with lots of different foods. I've got lots of nice completely different meals planned for the next 3 weeks. So I'm looking forward to pairing it with lots of different things. On that note, we'll go to Vidya. What are you pairing your rosé with? What's your comfort food of choice?
So my comfort food of choice is typically Indian food. But in my head, I can't do like rosé with Indian food. I know a lot of other people like it, like curry with rosé. I just went somewhat classic, like just some salmon with lemon and some herbs and tomatoes and green beans. So it's comfort food for a lot of folks, right? Like after work, what's the easiest thing to do? You want to eat healthy, and you want to eat something quick. So this was for me like comforting, because it's a standard weekday meal.
Can we have a look at it? Can we see
yeah. It's quite colorful. I'm gonna get the screen.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, that looks
good.
So
that's the salmon and the green beans. I charred the green beans and the tomatoes. So I think it'll pair really. I actually tested this out earlier in the week to make sure I like it with the wine, and actually it goes really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's comforting, and that's really healthy as well.
Yeah. So even if I can't get to sunshine and grill and all that, like barbecue, at least I'm enjoying this rosé with the salmon. It's fantastic.
Cheers to that. That's a great pairing.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Anoushica, what are you pairing your wine with?
Mine's total opposite in terms of health. Definitely have a side salad and some rocket to have later, but it doesn't look as good on the plate presentation. So it's just basically a big plate of carbonara pasta.
That is definitely comfort food.
That is pure comfort food. Like, it's cold, I just want some warm, pasta and crispy bacon or pancetta, and so I think it goes quite well. I mean, in terms of this, I mean, maybe it would have been quite nice to have a little bit extra acidity just to cut through the richness of the sauce, but in terms of like the body and the richness together, I think it's actually a really, really nice match together.
Nice.
For that reason.
Delicious.
Yeah. Amazing.
So I've gone, for me, comfort is Indian food and English food together. Just because that's the way I've grown up, so I like eating like curry and chips and stuff. So I've made, and I'll show you a photo, and I'm a really bad cook. So that's roast chicken, but it's tandoori roast chicken, sweet potato wedges, and some green beans, because I needed to put some vegetables in there. As I said, tandoori roast chicken is like my go-to, like whenever I'm sad, whenever I'm happy, whenever it's cold, whenever any reason to eat comfort food, tandoori roast chicken. And I paired it with this red, which I wouldn't normally pair it with. But you use a lot of lemon on tandoori chicken, and that really cuts in well into the red wine. Because it's not the most full body, but it's quite dry. And I feel like there's a good bit of contrast there. It's fruit forward, but it's not sweet fruits. It's like berries and plums. And that goes really well with sweet potato, so it's not overpoweringly sweet. And I just think it's really good. Like, to me, this is like, I've had a hard day at work and it's cold and wet outside, and this is all I want to eat right now. And I'm really excited to get tucked in. So cool. Great, guys. So we are doing a whole series of these using our box wine over the next couple of weeks to show you how versatile box wine is, what kind of other cuisines it'll go with, something to do during lockdown. It's been great, something to drink and people to drink with. Tune in for the next installment, which will be probably next week, where we're pairing the same wines, which we'll go through again, with a takeaway of our choice. Thank you so much, and cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Enjoy your comfort food dinners.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.